Hey, how's it going, everybody? And welcome to another exciting episode of Channel X, the only show on Thursdays that starts the weekend early. I am your host, Tom Dog 247. As always, I'm Tom Dog all day and Tom Dog all night. Woo, baby, all right. So, we're going to be busy today, even though the episode is going to be relatively short. Before we get things started, let's do the shout outs like we always do each and every week because I'm due for it. I'm good for it. I am. And plus, you know, keeps everybody happy. You know, um, big shout out to everybody in the Dorkany Podcast Network. Leo and the gang do amazing stuff each and every week, and you'll have a great time watching them, listen to them wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. These guys, and gals, they just do amazing stuff each and every week, and it's amazing. I don't have a clipped, but you'll have a good time just as much as I do. And everything is running really slow today. I don't know why. I don't know what. Everything is just running really slow. I don't know. But wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts, you can check them out. Definitely. It's a definite worth checking out. Big shout out to Carrie Sanders and her podcast that she does on Sundays. She does amazing stuff on there. Check it out on Facebook. It's amazing, and I'm going to be a guest on one of her shows again, and I'm really looking forward to that. Give you all details as soon as I get it up there and everything. So we will have a good time with that, and definitely we will have tons of fun with that. Yeah. Everything is just so goddamn slow on my, because I got my tablet, and I think it's due for an update. So what the hell? It's like, yeah. I'm sorry, folks. Yeah, everything is just running so friggin' slowly on this tablet. It's like, this tablet, I need to update this. I really do. It happens. It happens. I can't really. Okay. But it is what it is. Okay. So, all right, there we go. All right, I got to what I wanted to get it because can't get it anywhere. Okay. So yeah, like I said, check out the Dorkany and Carrie's shows. They're amazing, and I have a lot of fun watching those, listening, and always have a good time. So these guys and gals are always amazing, and You'll have a great time listening to them too. Big shout out to my good friend Melly Plays over at Melly Playful and Tengu over on YouTube. If you love watching people play video games, then Melly Playful and Tengu are the ones for you. So check it out over on YouTube, Melly Playful and Tango, and you'll have a good time. I guarantee it. And this episode is brought to you by. Let's get my stuff here. Yeah, this episode is brought to you by M&J Video Games and Collectibles. You can trade in your old video games and consoles, retro video games, accessories, and systems. You can also trade in your DVD box sets and Blu-rays. You can also trade in your sports cards and novelty items, as well as wrestling collectibles and autographed items, spanning from sports, wrestling, and actors. And if you happen to live in the and if you happen to be visiting the Southington, Connecticut area, and you want to know where this wonderful store is, and you want to check out everything you want to know about this place, and do some shopping, or even got some stuff to sell, they will take really good care of you. And you can check out over their website over at mjvideogames.com. And while you're vacationing in Southington, you can check out a wonderful bake shop, and you'll have a good time checking it out. And that is Hardcore Sweet Bakery, located here in Southington, and you'll have a good time checking it out, and you'll have a good time eating your favorite baked goods. So check it out over on their website for more information at hardcoresweetbakery.com. And to wash these wonderful baked goods down, you can also head on over to the Witch Doctor Brewing Company here in Southington. And for more information on where that is located, you can check out their website over at, and the list of flavors that they have, because they make their own beer, and which I love very much, because I don't often drink corporate beer, unless of course there's some people that are complaining that a transgender content creator is on is pictured on a beer can that you can't even get. So, because I'll drink it just to piss off the ignorant assholes. But while I'm not pissing off the ignorant assholes, I'm drinking my favorite beer over at the Witch Doctor Brewing Company, and that is the Juju Juice. I love that one. And you can check out for list of flavors that they have, as well as where you can get them. You can check out their website over at witchdoctorbrewing.com. And you can check out, and while you're at it, you can check out Boom Tube Comics. I love that store. And got some new comic books that came out this week, and I actually read them yesterday, because I got them yesterday, and they're amazing. This one here is Steelworks issue number 1, and it's written by Michael Dorn, Commander Worf from the Star Trek Next Generation series, and he actually voices Steel in the cartoon. So I think wherever he's voiced in the movies or anything like that, definitely worth checking out, because they're amazing. So Steelworks, it's an awesome issue, and this one here is issue number 1 of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus Street Fighter. Good crossover. Relatively short in this one, but nonetheless, this is a very good issue, and it's like really cool crossover. And this one really caught my eye. This is a really good but there are more. There are more covers, as you can see. Yeah, check them out. And but yeah, very very good read. Very good read. So but yeah, shout out to BoomTube Comics. And speaking of comics, they got got some comic book conventions coming up. Starting with the New Haven Comic and Collectible Spectacular on June 24th, which is a couple weeks from now, and it's going to be at the NX YMA Hall in New Haven, Connecticut, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. $5 for admission, and kids 10 and under go in for free. For more information and directions on where to go on that, you can scan that QR code right there. I don't know if you can see this. This is really shitty. See, I'm trying to get a good angle on that so you can scan the QR code without any problems. But it's kind of difficult because you got the... that's about as best as I can do. So if you have a really good quality television like I do, you can check it, scan that QR code. Or you can just go on Facebook and check out New Haven and just type in the search engine New Haven Comic and Collectible Spectacular. Yeah. And also check out The Pint. Big shout out to them. They got some pretty cool podcasts. They have a pretty cool podcast. I listen to it. Some horror vibe that they have there. Fertility, Day of the Dead, This Stuff, Maniac, Hatchet, Poltergeist, Tusk, Hellraiser, and many more. There's tons of really cool stuff. So yeah, they have tons of genres in the horror field, and you can check it out by scanning the QR code right there. See, this QR code's a lot better. But yeah, give them a check. See, and July is coming up, and if you're not busy on July 28th to the 30th, and you just happen to be heading on over to the Mohegan Sun Casino, you can check out the Terrificon, which is at the Mohegan Sun Expo Center. Yeah. And definitely you want to check this out. It's a really good convention. I've been there a couple of times and I absolutely love it. And it's from July 28th to the 30th at the Mohegan Sun Convention Expo Convention Center, and you definitely don't want to miss that out. For more information, check out Terrificon.com. I believe it's Terrificon.com. Let me see. I know they have the website on here. Yep, Terrificon.com. So, and say hi to Mitch too. Tell Mitch that Tom Dog says hi. So big shout out to them. All right. So, where to begin? Yeah, this weather has been ridiculous. I live out, I live in, Connecticut, East Coast, and everything, and it's brutal over here because of the Canadian wildfires. Get the haze and everything like that. So if you happen to be in the East Coast area, please do be careful, especially if you're in New York, where they've been getting hit the worst from the past few days. Um, Meteorologists have advised to be careful when you're out there, and just wear your mask. They've doctors advise you to wear your mask if you're outside. You don't have to wear your mask while you're indoors. So it's just um, you know to prevent you um, from having some breathing problems like I do. So I have to wear a mask. Um, I don't like it, but I have no choice. But it is what it is. Um, because the air quality out there is like smoking like a pack of cigarettes, and you don't want that on on you, because you can have messed up lungs and everything like that. And it's no joke. I've seen there's has been some cases of it already. um some some people have had effects on that, and so yeah, it is really, really brutal out there. So um tomorrow might be okay, because it's going to be raining here um in the New England area where I am. And but still, nonetheless, just please be safe out there if you're traveling in the East Coast. Just be careful out there. um so 5 and 6 of Gremlins Secrets of the Mogwai came out today, and they were pretty good. They were really good. Moving on. um and quick little announcement. Quick little announcement. This Saturday, I'm going to be doing a special Wrestling Prime. Going to be paying tribute to the Iron Sheik, who passed away yesterday. And yeah, it was shocking news and everything. I just saw that, and I was like, oh shit! Twitter blew up and everything like that. And so yeah, and Twitter's just not going to be the same without him. So yeah, he's um well known in is well known in pop culture um, history. But we'll talk more about that on Saturday, and just do a huge special on them. Maybe I'll invite some guests on to help me out. We don't know, but we will. But it will be a good tribute special, and yeah, it will definitely be a one to watch. So check it out this Saturday. Um, so um, So I announced last week about a special event that I have lined up for next week. Next week we're not going to have our usual Channel X episode. Um, we are, however, going to have a 5-day event next week, which is devoted to gaming, and it's something that you know, as you know, E3 is not happening this year. It would have been happening either this week or next week, and and there's already been a gamer showcase already, um, a summer gaming showcase and everything. So um, I didn't see that yet, nor have I seen um, the Sony's gamer showcase that they had a couple of weeks ago. Um, yeah, I'm but I'll bring it up on next week's event. And and then I promised that I would come up with the name of the event. The name of the event is called the Channel X Gamers Week. And so yeah, it's a 5 episode special devoted to the gamers out there. We're gonna have one day. We're gonna have one day um, for Xbox. Um, Next day will be for PlayStation. Next day for Nintendo. Next day for PC, and we're going to wrap it all up with the wrap up show. And we're gonna have a lot of fun with this. We're going to treat this like our own little E3. So be prepared for that one. It's going to be very interesting. So starting this coming Monday will be the Xbox showcase review. Then this Tuesday we're going to cover PlayStation. Wednesday we're going to cover Nintendo. Thursday we're going to cover PC. Friday we're just going to flat out do a review on some of the stuff, and maybe mention some stuff that that I may have missed. So we're definitely going to have a good time with that, and something that I've been wanting to do for a long time now. So we are in. So as I said, it's not going to be a traditional thing, but it's a little bit different now that E3 is not happening. And so yeah, I messed around with the graphic on what the graphic would look like and everything, but I'm gonna change it up a little bit and maybe throw in some things. So it's gonna be pretty cool to see what we're gonna what's going to be available and everything like that. But definitely, it's going to be worth watching next week, and it's going to be truly amazing. And we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of fun with that, and we're going to do the best. Going to do the best with what we got, because E3 has always been a Channel X tradition that I always loved. If you look at past stuff that I did in the past, you'll know what I'm talking about, because I've always had a lot of fun with those, and it showed. It really showed, because without E3 there would not have been Channel X, and that's always been a huge staple and everything. So I guess there's going to a new direction when it comes to this. So we're going to play it. So we have to evolve with it. So yeah. Even though I didn't mention a lot of not too many video game stuff on when the showcase came up, now you know why. So yeah, next week is it's going to be a 5-episode special devoted to video games that are coming out this year and next year, and we are going to have a lot of fun with that. And I hope that you will be enjoyed as well too. Because it's been a long time coming. So I'm gonna experiment more with the graphic, because what I did was cheap and lazy, but I want to give it more pizzazz. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun with that, and you'll be entertained with that as well too. So, like I said, all week, starting Monday, it's going to be a 5 episode special. Um, and you're going to love it. You really will. So, all right. Believe it or not, we actually have one more topic that we got to talk about, and it's a doozy. So, Apple decided to have their little event a few days ago, and they actually revealed one of their new uh, devices that's going to be coming out, and it's going to, from what I understand, it's going to be called the um, Apple Vision, Apple Vision Pro. And I mean, I'm not going to lie, the design of it looks really cool. I mean, if you want to go skiing down Mount Sunnington or some shit like that, but yeah, I've seen the memes and they're funny and they don't disappoint. But yeah, these shades, they look like you know like goggles if you're going to go deep sea diving or some shit. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. And um, but instead of using virtual reality like the virtual reality headsets that they have, they're using what's been common for a while now, and that's AR, which is augmented reality. And I mean, the idea of that is actually pretty cool. And and your eyes are going to be the mouse. I guess you can say the cursor to click on, to see what you want. So, and then you're going to have, you can use your hands as well too. You're not going to have any you know sticks, I guess you could say, the controllers like you would on a virtual reality headset. So the idea of it, and plus also you can you could have, you could watch TV, you'll be able to watch TV with it. You can have a big screen TV, and you're um by wearing these glasses, play video games, of course, bunch of other things that you could do. And I mean, the idea of it is really cool. However, there's only one complaint I have about this, and that is the price. And the price, if you're not aware of the price, I will tell you. The price of the Apple Vision is $3,500 US. Now, $3,500 for this device. Are they fucking high? I mean, I know the price is high, but I mean, really, Apple's this device right here from Apple. Who is this catering to? Who is this going to be? Who is this device for? It's certainly not for me, because $3,500 is what I make a year. So how do you expect people to buy something, to buy a device certainly does not look $3,500. It does not. Because you take a look at the MetaQuest, originally known as Oculus. The Oculus Quest 2, or the MetaQuest 2, $200. 200 $200 to $300, depending on the size of the memory that you want it for. So yeah, it's a good device. I have it. I love it. You're definitely getting what you pay for. But I do have a lot of fun with it. But like I said, with this Apple Vision, who is this catering to? Because anybody who works a part-time job, who's working a part-time job or even a full-time job that's making minimum wage, certainly not going to be able to afford all this. I mean, $3,500. That's like buying a Taylor Swift ticket. I mean, really, it's like buying a concert ticket on Ticketmaster. It's ridiculous. So, I mean, if you have that kind of money to spend, by all means, go nuts. But for average people like me who can't afford to buy something that's something that I make in a year, it's disgusting. It's disgusting, and it's a slap in the face to people who you know theoretically cannot afford it, who cannot logistically afford this. I mean, Utah is like, a lot of people complain about how the Air Jordans are too damn expensive, because the Air Jordans are like what, $300 or something like that for a pair of shoes that you have to make sure that you don't get them dirty or scuffed up. Which, why would you wear them? I mean, I'm not a genius when it comes you know to being a Air Jordan collector, but seriously, you know, and even that's okay. And especially when the new phones come up, they're getting, right now, the most expensive cell phone is in the thousands of dollars. It's in like $1,500 for an Apple 14 or an iPhone 14. It's like, are you nuts? Like, seriously. And it's, you know, I wish I had. I'm filming right now on my Samsung Galaxy 22, and I didn't get the most expensive one because I can't afford it. So I got the cheapest model, and it still does the job. It does the job what I want, and it cost me like a hell of a lot less than what um Apple is asking for their latest iPhone. And then, I'm sure that they're coming out with a new iPhone, and I'm sure it's going to be just as expensive for a little piece of phone, for a little piece of tech. It's ridiculous. And it's like, you know, like they Apple. I don't really gripe too much. I don't really gripe too much about um you know Samsung or anything else because I mean I have a plan where I get a free upgrade every while, and so within a couple of years I'm going to be getting I'll be getting the latest model, and I don't care. And it's going to be good. So it's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous that an AR, you know, glasses pretty much are too friggin' expensive. And think about that. Think about how Google Glass was basically the innovative technology to be the you know AR glasses, and they were no bigger than this. However, a lot of people were complaining because a lot of people were complaining because it could be an invasion of privacy. You know, how do we know that they're not taking that someone's not taking their pictures? And what about this? What I mean, yeah, the specs on there, does look nice, and the feature, the specs and features, don't get me wrong, they look nice, but why? Why does it have to be $3,500? Why? Why does it have to be that? Why? And then you're going to work on getting, and people are going to put a down payment on these and pay it off monthly to get in order to own it for life. And then by the time you do make the payments and everything like that, the new model will come out depending on how well it sells when it releases. So again, I don't know who this is catering to, because it's certainly not going to cater to an average person who makes not that much a year. I'm just saying, it's ridiculous. I don't know how I don't know how you expect me to pay for something that you know that definitely Google Glass did it a lot better. And how much was that? Was a pair of glasses made by Google? 100 and something, like last I remember it was like $135 for a pair of glasses. That contain augmented reality. It's just a stupid price, and it's not. I don't think it. And I'm going out on a limb and saying that it's not going to work. It's not going to. It's not going to sell, because a lot. If you're stupid enough to buy, to get that for $3,500, but yet then people will complain about other things that are just as expensive, like gas. I don't want to hear you bullshit. I don't want to hear you bitching and moaning about a pair. If you own a pair, if you if I see people buying a app, this this piece of tech from Apple, and it costs you $3,500, but yet you're complaining about other things like the price of gas, the price of Air Jordans, or price of the latest um, cell phone that's going to be coming out this year. I don't want to hear you. I don't want to hear it. I really don't, because this is a waste of fucking money. This is a waste of money, and it it looks like I don't know. It just looks awful. It just turned me away. As soon as I saw that price, I thought that they were. But I thought it was a rip. I thought somebody was memeing that and something like that. But no, it's legit. $3,500. Well, $34.99. But I'm rounding off to the nearest dollar. It's really ridiculous. And plus, also you have to include sales tax. So yeah, $3,500, give or take. So it's disgusting. You know, here trying to you know you know companies like this are getting richer and richer and richer, while average people like me are getting poorer and poorer and poorer and poorer. So again, Apple, who are you trying to sell this to? Because you're certainly not selling this to me. You're not going to sell this to me. Why? Because you expect me to walk. You expect me to go into an Apple store and give you $3,500, knowing damn well I don't have it. I mean, it's a fucking joke. It's a joke, and it's like it's stuff like this that makes you wonder, why are people pissed off at you, and this is the reason why. And it's like you've done some things that were questionable, and I'm actually glad that certain things I do like. For instance, that the fact that you're that on your newer iPhones you're changing the charge adapter into the into like this you know this little piece of shit, and I don't mind. I don't mind. So yeah, I again, I don't understand this $3,500 price tag. I really don't. I don't get it. I don't get it, and I'm not going to get it. You're not going to see me doing unbox. You're not going to see in if you're expecting me to do an unboxing, don't even expect me to do it, because I'm not. I'm not doing it. Even if they were to give me a review model, which I doubt that they're ever going to do, because they don't do shit like that. You know, I'm not going to open up the box and say, "Hey, here's a special unboxing. I'm going to show you this little piece of shit right here." But seriously, who is this catering to? I would like to know, because you know I don't think anybody's going to buy it. I really don't. If it was like maybe you know like the price, about the same price as the MetaQuest 2, maybe a little bit more, then I would, not a lot more, but I'm saying like maybe $300 tops. I mean, that device alone, if you've seen the device, it really looks like a $300 piece of shit. So that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. It looks it looks like you can buy, it looks like something that you can get for $300 tops, but not $3,500. Fuck that. I'm not gonna buy it. I'm not. And this is why I don't like Apple. I really don't like Apple because they're overpriced pieces of shit. They really are. It's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. You know, the richer are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. That's what it is. Because, like I said, I don't have $3,500 to spend on that, on a pair of swimming goggles that I can get at Dick's Sporting Goods, and just rewire, and just add some things to it, and I can, because that's pretty much what it is. That's pretty much what that is. And it's like, if I was so yeah, so now Meta is going to come up with something, with the latest Quest model, and they're going to, VR console, and they're going to say, hey, this is what we got. And, and I know Mark Zuckerberg wanted to do something like this, but he missed the boat because, and yeah, he did. And I'm sure, well, now he could probably one up them, make something that will, be a competitor to that, because right now the Oculus, the Meta Quest, yeah, it's, yeah, it's, I don't know what to say. I mean, it's fair. I mean, it's fair. But and I only use my VR device for one thing: looking at burlesque dancers. I mean, hey, if you've seen those women, goddamn. I am a lonely man. And not only that, and plus also with the virtual reality, they have other things where I could just go on Pornhub or whatever and look at some VR porn, which is also good. Will I be able to do that on my Apple Vision? Will I be able to look at porn through my Apple Vision? I think you need to sell that. I think you'll get a lot more customers if you started doing AR porn. I'm waiting for somebody to do that. I have not seen somebody yet. I'm sure there's somebody out there that has some where you can use augmented reality to look at strippers, but I don't want a stripper. I want to see an augmented reality version of a woman done in augmented reality, bobbing my knob. Make like she's bobbing my knob. If they can do that, then I'll do whatever it takes to come up with $3,500 just to get it. But as of right now, that ain't happening. That ain't happening. Because I can go on Pornhub on my VR headset, set the video to VR, set the and look at VR quality videos, and then I can give the impression that my knob's being bobbed. And it gets the job done a hell of a lot better than that, if you know what I mean. As a matter of fact, my banana gets happy every single time. Down, boy. Down, big fella. So yeah, so like I said, Apple, you need to think, you need to think more of of the customers who used to love your product when you didn't sell out, and only cater to people that, you know, that make a hell of a lot more money than the average person, because clearly this device is not for somebody like me. Just saying. I'm just saying. With that, I guess you could say that it's time to call it a night here, because yeah, we did all that we could with the topics and everything like that. Relatively short episode this week, and I'm okay with that. So with that being said, thank you all so much for tuning in tonight, and be sure to follow me on Twitter at TomDog247. Um, Thumbs up, and if you missed any of tonight's episode, you can check it out as soon as I turn off the camera. And then while you're doing that, thumbs up the video if you like it, thumbs down if you don't. Comment down below on what do you think about the $3,500 price tag of the Apple Vision. Are you going to get it or not? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section down below. Ringy dingy that bell so you can stay notified of what I'm going to be doing next. And we're in Pride Month, so support your pride. Support the pride. Like I do, I lend my support to the LGBT community and all that. I love them all. And also, I rather support the small streamers by doing the most important thing that you could do for small streamers like myself. And we will love you forever. We will absolutely love you forever. And you know what? It won't even cost you $3,500 to do this one simple thing. I mean, if you have $3,500, you can, I'm sure you can donate it to me. If there's a donation button, but I will never ask for that much, nor will I expect you to give me that much, but because I don't ask for money. I don't. Everything that you see here is doing for free. If I get paid to do this shit, then that's a winner chicken dinner for me. But I'm a small streamer. Show your support to all the small streamers out there, because they do a hell of a job just as much as those big wigs do. And you'll be doing them a favor by doing the most important thing that you could be doing for the small streamers like myself. And like I said, we will love you forever for it. And that is doing the one major important thing that you can really do for us. And that is face hug that subscribe button. See, when you face hug that subscribe button, this little guy be happy. And I love you for it. Just as much as I love this guy. Right? Am I right? Absolutely. See? He agrees. Anywho, See, we have tomfoolery here every now and then because I invented it. Still waiting on the residual. I am making profits off of this shit. And think about this. I love the writers and everything. I do love the writers and everything. And I really hope that this writer strike comes to a close soon because I'm you know I don't want to see anybody out of work or anything like that and all that. It's just terrible. So you know I hope this deal. I hope they come up with a deal soon so that these wonderful writers can get back to work and watching the wonderful shows that you know and love because I'm missing some good material from Stephen Colbert. I am. I'm glad. I'm missing some good monologues. So, but yeah. Um. So we will see you back here on Saturday with an episode with a special episode of Wrestling Prime. Then we'll be back here on Monday for the Channel X week, and yeah, we're gonna have a good time with that. And of course, same time, same channel X. Till then, have a good weekend, everybody. Till next time, this is Tom Dog saying take care, so long, peace. Love you all.